Welcome to this quick start tutorial on searching with PubMed. At the end of the tutorial, you'll know how and where to access PubMed and how to use two approaches to the single search box and the implications on your search results. This tutorial is best watched with some prior knowledge on the fundamentals of conducting a literature search. If you need more background, please consult your librarian or a tutorial on research basics. Well, it's out with the old and in with the new. In spring 2020, PubMed received an upgrade, which included a new, modern interface. Experienced users might be surprised by this facelift, and for a brief time, old PubMed will still remain active, but at some point it will no longer be supported and this information will just be historical. This and other tutorials in the PubMed educational series will quickly have you oriented to the new PubMed. This is an upgrade to PubMed, and the changes are more than cosmetic. Behind the scenes is a new cloud-based infrastructure which improves upon the powerful innate search capabilities that makes PubMed so easy to use. Let me show you how to quickly get started. Close examination of the current URL to access PubMed reveals the layers of government that we talked about in the background tutorial. But all prior links to PubMed will redirect to the current URL, and so pubmed.gov will get you there quite quickly and simply. You can also access it from the MU Library homepage and the MU Databases A through Z list. We start our research in the usual way by taking our research question and breaking it apart into its salient research concepts. Healthcare professionals might begin with the clinical scenario and identify their PICO concepts used to formulate their research question. Either direction, we comprise a list of concepts upon which to search the database. The next usual step in the process would be to take our keyword concepts, one at a time, and generate variant keyword terms, synonyms, and related concepts upon which to expand our search, and then apply search techniques to maximize our search results. Now I want you to suspend your belief and take everything you know about Boolean operators, truncation, and phrase searching and throw it out the window. Are you shocked? Well, yes, you can use those search techniques, but here's why I advise not to. Deliberately using those Boolean operators might inhibit the automatic term mapping feature in PubMed, and using punctuation such as asterisks and double quotations will disable the feature. This ATM feature optimizes your search by mapping your entry terms and phrases to the search indexes in PubMed. And these would include the mesh subject headings, as well as synonym, plural, and British spelling index. So truncation or wildcards really aren't required. Enter your keyword, concepts, and phrases directly into the simple search box on the PubMed homepage. Then take a look at your results. This approach is recommended for novice searchers, and it is best practice for initial searches. Advanced searchers may want to further revise their search, but you should always start this way. Let's go live and compare it to a traditional search. On the live PubMed homepage, I've entered in my search concepts, and now I'll run my search. And it's that simple. Here on the result page, you may find just what you need with no further revision. So the first rule to PubMed searching is take that database helping hand, the automatic term mapping feature, or ATM for short. But be aware that you can construct a search string in a traditional fashion. Here we have a traditionally constructed search string, and I've joined my concepts with a Boolean and I've expanded concepts using a nested Boolean OR. Let's run the search. At this stage, the automatic term mapping feature is still working, and the results I received are quite similar to what I had before. But when I use the Booleans, I am telling the database what to do. If I had placed an AND in another area, and run a search, and I get very different results. So placement of your booleans is critical. Now, normally when I construct a search string, I take advantage of all of the search techniques to my availability. And certainly I put double quotations around my phrases, and I also use truncation. But look what happens when we run our search. We only get 8 results. Applying those search techniques disabled the automatic term mapping. Applying it to the same basic search string significantly altered the results. How do I know what the database is actually doing? And there's only one way to really know, and that's to look at the details, the search details in the advanced search page. If you click on the advanced search, from this advanced search page, scroll down to the search history and details. Here we can see a history of all the searches we've run. If I look at the last search that we ran and compare it to the one with the automatic term mapping, it looks very different. This brings me to my second most important rule to PubMed searching, and that's to always check the search details. To be sure, are you running the search you want to run? Let's be honest, this looks messy, and you're tempted to skip this step. But don't. Watch the search details tutorial. I'll help you make sense of this jumble, and it won't seem like a mess at all. You'll gain an intelligent understanding of your search and can make informed decisions about any revision. Off we go to search details.